even by my standards, I Only Have Eyes for You is quite a weird short. It's quite a fun cartoon, but there are things in this that I would love to discuss that I don't understand. First of all, what is the creature? The Iceman. Is he a bird? I feel like he looks like a bird, but I'm not entirely. Look, maybe a duck. I have so many questions about this cartoon. But this was released in 1937, directed by the brilliant Tex Avery. And we have this individual who is the Iceman, who delivers ice for some reason. And he first visits this old spinster's house, as she is described on IMDb. And he just wants to deliver the ice and leave, but she is kind of infatuated with him. She wants to cook for him and feed him. He's not having any of this because he has a dream girl of his own. He quickly leaves this woman's house and goes to the home of his dream girl, but she is enamored of the people on her radio, people like Bing Crosby. And she has no eyes for the Iceman. So he decides to take drastic measure and he visits an imitator. And he asks this imitator if he can come along on a date with him, but hiding, of course, and pretend and make it seem like the Iceman is of the same caliber as the crooners on the radio station. Because, of course, this Iceman himself, by which I mean he's not made of ice, he delivers ice, I want to make that clear. I think he is made of duck. I'm not 100% confident. Obviously, he can't sing himself, he is not a crooner, so he hires this imitator to do this. But what needs to be acknowledged is that when he hires this imitator, the imitator is hiding in the back of his truck, and he is an Iceman. The back of his truck is filled with ice. The imitator is going to become very frozen, very quickly. Will the game be given away? Will his dream girl ever realise the truth, or will she fall madly in love with him? I'm not going to say what happens. It's quite unpredictable. It's a very scattered, chaotic narrative, to be honest. A lot happens in a short space of time, and yet not a lot happens at the same time. The pacing is a little unusual. It's not quick-paced, but it's not slow. It's got a very odd feeling to it, and I can't quite put my finger on what it is. And I think it's because I'm still trying to put my finger on what the Iceman is and what his character is. And having watched it just once, I don't think that's enough. Not necessarily because I thought it was an amazing cartoon, although it is well animated, but because I feel like I might have missed something. It's quite busy, and I feel like I have questions that don't have answers. Maybe I'll get the answers with a second or third viewing. So my opinion of having watched it once is that it's an interesting concept. It's got a very nice soundtrack. The character of the Iceman as a protagonist seems quite likeable. Desperate, but likeable. And I think with more viewings I might get more out of it. But I'd love to know what you think of it. If you think the character is a duck. And if not, what is it? I don't really know. With the first viewing I still have questions. I don't know if this character has ever appeared in any other Merrie Melodies before. If he has, I will gladly watch those at some point, as I am trying to work my way through all of them. As a one-off, though, it's quite an interesting cartoon with an interesting premise, and not only did I not mind watching it, but out of curiosity and a need to settle or to find answers to these questions I still have, I probably will watch I Only Have Eyes for You again, and I also recommend that you give it a watch as well.